Ready to add another NordicTrack machine to your collection or take up rowing for the first time? The NordicTrack RW900 is a sleek and cool rower we gotta take a closer look at. Welcome to treadmillreviews.com. I'm Kaylee and we're checking out the RW900 rowing machine today. It's a magnetic rower with multiple resistance levels that change automatically while in an iFIT class. Not a lot of rowers have a feature like that, so it's unique and creates a very different rowing experience. This machine also has a large touchscreen with a lot of different interesting content from iFIT, so we'll explore all of that. First, I want to let you know that we are affiliates with NordicTrack. They sent us this rowing machine for free to review. They didn't tell me what to say in this review though. I just want you to be aware that we earn a commission if you use our link for the product in the description. It also supports our channel so we can keep making these reviews and it won't increase the cost of the rower for you. Also, be sure to like and subscribe if we're helping you with your shopping for a rowing machine. Now, let's get back to the rower. NordicTrack nailed the appearance of the RW900 in my opinion. It looks sleek, both the body of the rower and the console. It's a heavy rower too. I tried to lift it one-handed while I was testing it and was caught off guard by how solid it feels. I can lift it one-handed, but it was much more than I expected. It weighs 145 pounds all in all, and 158 pounds in its shipping box. There's a blend of plastic and steel on the RW900. The stabilizers are steel and very sturdy, but the shell of the RW900 is mostly plastic, and the case that covers the flywheel is also plastic. I don't know what the weight of the flywheel is, but I can say that getting the flywheel moving leads me to believe that it's a heavy flywheel. The drive is a belt drive, so it's quiet and smoother than a chain drive rower. Not knocking chain drives, but one of the RW900's strengths is how quiet it is, so it's good that it has a belt drive. The resistance is magnetic with 26 different levels. The RW900 doesn't treat the resistance as a drag factor like most rowing machines do. Instead, the RW900 gets the exercise bike treatment, where the resistance changes just as often as you're cued to change your stroke rate. So a little different than what you might be used to if you row a lot. Then there's the handle. The grips are each about 6 inches long with about 7 inches of space separating them. That should help you gauge whether the handle spacing is right for your shoulder width. I find the handle pretty comfortable. I didn't have any soreness or blistering on my hands from this rower, so that's really nice. The handle does not turn, it's fixed, so be mindful of your wrist position. As for the seat and rail, they're a little bit of a slippery combo. I have to be careful when sitting onto the seat because it glides so easily along the rail. I wish you could lock it into place like you can on the assault rowers, and the height of the seat makes it easier to sit down onto because it's about 19 inches tall, which isn't much different from the height of a chair. Also, once you're on the seat, it glides really nicely, which is great. The monorail is about 50 inches long. It's about 14 or 15 inches tall with a slight slope to help you return to the catch. Even if you're over 6 feet tall, you should be able to use this rower just fine. Then the footboards and foot stretchers. These are spaced pretty wide, which is great if you're rather inflexible like me or if you're new to rowing. They have Velcro straps, which I really like because you can get in and out of the pedals really fast. The foot stretchers are pretty adjustable, so just about every athletic shoe will work with this one. I don't recommend using really cushioned running shoes or those that have more of a rocker bottom. For one, you want to make better contact with the pedals, and two, the heel straps won't hold your shoes as well if you do. Otherwise, they should work with just about every other shoe. To store the RW900 after you're done working out, you can leave it out as is, or you can stand it upright for storage. It's pretty stable while upright, so you don't have to have a wall anchor, but I recommend it if you have kids or pets that might tip it over. It also has wheels, so you can roll it around if needed. But let's take a look at what's available on the console now. NordicTrack has done a lot to streamline the RW900's appearance, and continuing with their similar changes on other machines, the RW900 has no physical buttons on the console. Now they're all on the touchscreen. The screen is 24 inches, which is pretty large, so you shouldn't have any trouble interacting with iFIT and the on-screen controls. It also rotates side to side, so you can easily see the screen even when you're off the rower, which comes in handy for iFIT strength and yoga classes and whatnot. The quality has improved from previous NordicTrack models. The picture is even clearer and the load times are a lot less. It's still not as fast as getting into a workout on a low-tech rower, but it's pretty good. Of course, you can't have a nice screen like that without speakers. They face toward you, which helps you hear the audio clearly. The volume range is good too. You can even change the iFIT audio and the entertainment audio separately to hear more of one or the other. If you don't want to listen out loud, you can pair Bluetooth headphones to listen quietly. Bluetooth also allows you to pair a heart rate monitor. Most monitors should pair easily. We haven't had any luck with Apple Watches, unfortunately, but some users report being able to connect them with third-party apps. There's not any storage on the RW900, so no cup holder or tablet rack or anything like that. There is a USB-C charging port on the side of the console though. We gotta get into the on-screen content now. That's where all the fun is. You need an iFIT membership to get the full experience, and without one, all you have to access is the manual training program. It doesn't even save your workout history. But if you create a free iFIT account, you get access to a few more programs, but you can't use the apps in most of the classes. Subscribing to iFIT gets you access to thousands of classes. A lot of them are for the rower, but you also get access to classes for the other equipment iFIT pairs with, as well as strength and yoga classes. A typical rowing class follows an iFIT trainer as they row across the water in a beautiful location. The coach gives training cues, advice, and information about the location. The RW900's resistance automatically adjusts in time with the trainer's cues. You can override the intensity at any time to make it harder or easier, and the rower will remember these changes and adjust your current class and future classes accordingly if you have Smart Adjust turned on. This allows the iFIT classes to become more customized to your training abilities. Some rowing classes are filmed in the studio, but I must admit that I prefer those outdoor classes. In addition to the classes, however, you can also create your own workout. There's even an integration with Google Maps that allows you to draw a route pretty much anywhere in the world. It's kind of strange to row down a street or trail with the resistance adjusting to create the hills of the route. It makes more sense on the treadmill or bike, but it's still a fun feature on the RW900 too. For entertainment, you can use the included apps. Currently, iFIT has Netflix, Prime Video, Spotify, Audible, Amazon Music, Pluto TV, and iHeartRadio. Keep an eye out for new content too. iFIT's always adding new features and classes. I definitely recommend getting the RW900 and iFIT together, so if you don't want a subscription, take that into account before you move forward with the RW900. All right, so now I'm gonna row a little bit on the RW900 so you can see and hear how it performs. So one thing I noticed with this rower is that sometimes the magnetic resistance can be a little bit inconsistent, but once you get started, it kind of evens out. And if you are more consistent than me, it'll be even better for you too. The main noise that I can hear on this rower is actually the sound of the seat moving, not the resistance, not the flywheel or anything like that. And again, the seat and the handle are both pretty comfortable, so no problems there. And just a quick demonstration, I can reach the screen just fine, so if I need to adjust the resistance here to go up a little bit heavier, I can do that. And then I can get right back to rowing. The screen is large too, but I don't really feel that close to it. It's a nice distance, easy within reach, but not too close to my face. All right, so when it comes down to it, I recommend the NordicTrack RW900 for anyone who's pretty confident that they want a rower with subscription training content. iFIT has some of the best training classes and a bunch of other new features. If you want strength workouts or treadmill workouts too, then this platform might be the best match for you. The magnetic resistance is really quiet. Not many rowers make automatic resistance adjustments like the RW900 does, so that's another reason you might prefer this rower over others. I had a pretty comfortable experience on this rower too. The seat glides really well, but make sure that it doesn't slide out from under you as you're sitting down. When you're done, just lift the rower up and it stores upright very well. And that concludes my review of the RW900. If you have additional questions, please let me know in the comments or check out my written review, which will be linked in the description. I'm Kaylee from treadmillreviews.com, and thanks for watching.